Let us take an example to understand this more. So there are two people here involved. The blue one, let us say he's a customer. The green one, let us say he is a salesperson. So the customer is saying, do you have the textbook of Beauty Therapist published by the National Council of Educational Research and Training? So you're saying the name of the book, Beauty Therapist. You're also saying the publishing house. So now you have given the message. The salesperson is saying, let me check, because he has received the message. He has understood the message. So when you send, this is the information. So information is transmitted orally because they are face to face. They are standing one in front of another. So information is transmitted orally. By whom? The customer. Now who is the listener? The salesperson. And what about the message? The discussion about the book, that is Beauty Therapist, published by NCERT. Okay, these are involved, these parties are involved. Now what will happen? The salesperson will come back and he'll say, yes, we have the textbook of Beauty Therapist. So this was the first conversation. Second conversation, salesperson is saying, yes, we have the textbook of Beauty Therapist. And the customer is saying, please give me one copy of the textbook. I want to purchase it. So the receiver's response is feedback. After looking at the book, he said, okay, I'm going to give you the book. Customer says, oh, I want to purchase it. So there is a complete cycle. Customer is saying it to salesperson, that is transmitting. Salesperson is understanding, he is giving a response, and let me check. And then salesperson is responding by saying, yes, I have the book. Customer is saying, okay, I'll purchase the book. So the process of conveying a message is complete only when the person receiving it sends the feedback. So communication has a process and it involves various factors and elements. So what is the process of communication? What is the process of communication? Okay, so we have two parties here, the messenger and the recipient or the receiver, the sender and the receiver. So sender, in whatever language, in whichever way, she is coding. That is what she meant. So she is passing the message. Now whenever the message is going, that is the information or the input the messenger is providing or the sender is providing. Now the output is the behavior, how the recipient is going to react. When the message through some coding coming from, it can be through spoken words, it can be say some written, say email, etc., written words. It can be graphic also, it can be video also. Because today we have normally video call everyone. So now he understands, he decodes the message. So what he is understanding, the messenger also should mean that only. That at least some code should be common in between them. For example, don't stop or don't stop, go. So if you put comma here, don't stop, go. Don't go. So when you put a comma or the way you speak, the sentence will be different. As I said, there are elements of education, communication. So all these bold words you see here are the elements. As I said, we have a sender now and a receiver. Sender is starting the communication. So now he encodes the message in whatever way, because everyone has different way of saying. And now sender sends the message. He can send it through email, he can send it through voice message, he can even call it. On one-to-one talking is, of course, there is a air or sound medium involved. So now the receiver, whatever is the message is coming from the sender, the receiver is going to learn or understand the message. Okay. Now when she understands, she will reply accordingly to the sender, again encoding. and now message is received by the receiver, and now accordingly the response will be given and receiver will reply to the sender. So this cycle will go on and on till the time they both are agree upon. So we have all these, channel is there, sender is there, receiver is there. So all these are the different elements of communication. Okay, so giving information and receiving information. Sender is giving information, receiver is receiving information. So what we saw in just now, the elements of communication cycle, we have a sender, the person who starts or who initiates the communication. Message is actual information that the sender wants to say, convey. The channel is in by what mean the information is being sent. It can be through email, it can be through voice, it can be direct spoken, it can be video, it can be various methods are there. So channel. Then the other party is receiver, the person whom this message is intended, or the person who will receive the message, or who will be responding to the message. So the person to whom the message is sent is receiver. And then we have feedback. The receiver will acknowledge and send the response that, okay, I got this message.